All right, welcome. I'm Mckourage, and in today's video, I'm just going to teach you how you can actually make your pages get indexed on Google faster. Do you get what I mean? Very fast. Do you get what I'm trying to say? So in this video, it's basic. That's all I'm going to teach you. I'm just going to teach you how you can make pages on your blog or your website get indexed on Google at a faster rate. That's all we are doing. If you're a blogger in Ghana, you know how difficult it is to get traffic, especially if you are blogging in niches that are not getting traffic to is a little difficult. All right, talking about tech, um, lifestyle and all that. As for the entertainment blogs, you can share on Facebook and all that. Even that one, and to have a good social media presence, you won't get enough traffic to your blog. All right, so the most important and the most useful thing is to just rely on traffic from search engines like Google. All right, and it actually comes with a price, sacrifice, and dedications and work. But in today's video, I'm just going to teach you a simple way of getting all your pages get indexed on Google. All right, so just to give you some kind of motivation, for the past 7 days I've generated 44,000 over 44,000 page views to my blog. And here is it. Let's look at yesterday. Let me narrow it down to, let me filter it down to yesterday. As at yesterday, that was 7th, yeah, 7th. I've generated over 7,800 page views to my blog, all through organic means. All right, all through organic means. Let me show you that. Let's go to sources, acquisition overview. Let's look at the acquisition overview. So you can see, as at yesterday, I got 53% of my traffic from Google. That's I got 53% of my traffic from Google. All right, 53% of my users actually from Google, and that's not easy at all. And one thing about organic traffic too is that once people you are getting organic traffic, you automatically get direct and social traffic as well, because someone might land on your site from Google and then share to other people. Do you get what I'm trying to say? On social media. So that's it. It's a good thing, and you have to start doing it. So showing you that, let's move straight and start the process. All right, so one of the main tools you'll be using is called Google Search Console. Google Search Console is like the powerhouse of where Google indexing is done, or is a powerhouse that gives you, a blogger, a website owner, or a publisher, an insight of how Google is indexing your pages. Do you get it? So without wasting much time, let's click on Search Console. Let's go through the account creation process, and let's do this. So this Search Console starts now. So this is where you actually you connect your site to Search Console. Do you get it? So depending on how good you are and how you understand these things, you can go for any of these options in connecting your domain name to Search Console. When you use the first method, you will have to add a DNS record in your hosting platform. On your hosting platform, if you go by this, you can just look for a file on your website. You can just look for the header file on your site and paste the code they'll be giving you in between the header tags, the head tag. So in a simple form, you can go by any of them depending on your understanding. I'm going to go with the second option here, the URL preface, and you just follow me and see how I'm going to do it. So this is the blog I'll be using for the demonstration, ibusiness.com. It's one of my blogs that I've abandoned for the meantime. So once you are here, you copy your domain name, you paste it there, click on continue. It's checking if it has already been verified. I'm just hoping I've not already done this verification. Alright, so it has not been verified. So they have a couple of ways you can actually do this verification. The first one is You can upload an HTML file onto your website. You can insert a verification code into your tags, your header tags, or your head tag. Then you can use Google Analytics and all that. I'm going to go by the second option, where I'm going to paste a piece of code in my head tags. So I've copied the code. Let's go back to my website. Let's go to appearance, theme editor. So this is how you can get access to various files on your website via WordPress interface. All right, so you come here, you look for the header.php. so this particular file, the header.php, houses the header tags. Do you get it? So if you're a new blogger, you'll be needing this almost all the time. The head tag, it starts from the head and ends on this head. Do you get it? It starts from here and ends here. You'll be using it most of the time, so take note. So this where we are supposed to paste the code. You come here, you paste it, and you update. Alright, so file edited successfully. Now that you've done that, check if you have any caching platform, any caching system or plugin on. You have to purge that or clear the cache. Go back to your search console and verify that method. Alright, good. So you can see I've done the verification. So now go to properties. Voila, as you can see, I'm in my search console. Alright, so my website, I've actually been getting some few organic traffic already. So one thing about WordPress, especially if you are blogging, a lot of Ghanaian bloggers are on WordPress platform, undoubtedly. So if you're on WordPress, one thing about any WordPress site is that once you create a site, automatically it sends signal to Google that here there's a new website, and you can come check it and pick things and index. All right, so even if you are not using Search Console, after some few days of creating your blog, you might start seeing your pages indexed on Google. WordPress does this automatically. Do you get it? But to increase the rate at which your pages get indexed, you have to set up your Search Console and all that. Do you get what I mean? So now I've created the Search Console account. Here, this is where you can actually tell Google that I have this type of content, I have this piece of content, and I have published this kind of content. Come check it and index. Alright, so when I say index, all I'm trying to say is that Google have actually acknowledged or noticed that you've actually have a new content or updated a post. Alright, as to whether it will start showing on search results pages, Search Console can give you that, but Search Console can let you know that Google is aware of the page. Search Console can tell you that the page is good to be indexed and all that. So with that being said, let me teach you a simple trick. Just go to your site, look at the content that you are having. So this is a new blog. I don't really have much content, but I have a blog post here, how to make $100 online per day in Ghana. So let's click on that article, grab the URL and move straight to the Search Console. So move straight to Search Console. Alright, so once you are in Search Console, you can inspect the URL to see the nature of the state of the URL when it comes to appearing on Google. Do you understand? Alright, so as you can see, I've just inspected the URL, and URL is not on Google. That's what Search Console says. So request indexing. So what it means is that Google haven't even noticed that a URL like that exists on my blog. So now we are telling Google to actually come check it and come pick it up. Mind you, there's a limit for doing this. You have a quota of URLs you can request to be indexed in a day, so don't abuse it. But once you do it for one or two URLs, then the Google bots are aware that this blog is publishing content, and we have to come and be checking it out. You get what I'm trying to say? So this is a simple trick. There's another trick also, sitemap, but I'll cover that in the next video separately to make things easier for you. So this is it. If you have a new blog, go to Search Console, create your account, link it up, set it up, check your pages, and start enjoying good amount of traffic from Google. Thank you for watching. I'm Mckourage.